I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Jackson able to find Harris, complete. Jackson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 38 16-yard line, 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. From the gun, Kendrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kendrick. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Call that one an even. Both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as a gain of 6 there on 1st. You've seen quite a bit of the short pass.
Occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, they start to the field.
A 3-yard pick, and he's able to get it to the 30.
Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smashed in 10. Here's Geis. Takes this one across a gain of about 4.
Set up your play-action game. Play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple.
Up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the 1st quarter with no score.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Raven 1st down.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on the caller. You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to on this snap?
That'll be complete at the Patriots 21. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. With Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he'll bring this one back to the 20. His caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely rarely you're searching for. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well.
Go Bonus Davis.
I'm trying to come up.
On 1st and 10, Kendrick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't have 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Kendrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
The kicker.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Throwing after the interception. Kendrick going for the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Duvernay. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on third down, Kendrick. Eluding the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Kendrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're started through 4 in the first half.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drive.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This time Jackson will throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. To throw again, Kendrick. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, Kendrick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Operating from the gun, Kendrick. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kendrick. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Throwing on first down. Kendrick. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Kendrick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
From the 17, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 2 yards.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And his throw is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Kendrick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Off play action. Kendrick. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it in the hands of Geis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Geis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is Geis. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To throw from his end zone, Kendrick. He's got a man, complete. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 98 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
At the 29-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Kendrick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 21 yards away. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sullivan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Well, if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Now left side on the swing pass.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Jackson's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing... The 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Ravens.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Geis, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and
from the gun. Kendrick.
32-yard line.
Going up top. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kendrick. He's going to try and go deep again. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
The 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. Kendrick. Looking left sideline, incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Big play there for New England. 56 yards.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Operating from the gun, Kendrick. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a score closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
He was taken down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Kendrick. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. And complete, right side to Cook. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And his kick is right through.
Ravens 46, Patriots 29.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, Kendrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
In the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Kendrick. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Ravens 46.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop below 500 to 2-3.